Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Music Kid here with Beginner Gamer. Thanks for joining another episode of Minecraft Survival. Now, in my last episode, I was starting to work on a village in my little caged-in pseudo-town village. As you can see, there's a villager right behind me. Now, let's take a look at what I've done so far. I had two houses earlier for some villagers that were plain oak plank houses, and while I knew it would only be temporary, I wasn't exactly getting the vibe that I wanted to continue to create. So I quickly took those down and I built something a little bit more semi-permanent. I built these little stone cottages that I think fill the empty space for now, fill the design space for now. As you can see, I've been really busy. If you guys had $1 for every time I said that in a video. But yes, I have been busy populating our village and providing professions for each one of the people in our population. I do have quite the amount of villagers. I think to have all of the professions, I just need one more. I just need a cleric. And the only reason why I haven't done that thus far is because I want to do something a little bit more in depth. Not in depth, I want to show you that process and what I do. Over here I do have an area of where I am going to build the cleric's house, if you will. I do plan on doing an actual church type environment later on down the line. I know I want to keep it fairly central to the main area here, so I think I'm going to have it here with the door facing this way. I don't know how that's going to work. I think I may actually have it facing a different way. I haven't decided 100% yet, but I know this is the site where I want to put it. It's central to the bell, where the villagers congregate, and I feel like that's where a village would put their place of worship, right near the center of town. So that's what my plan is there. But before I do that, I do want to say throughout the town I have had this kind of broken pathway, and I like it. I just don't know how I feel about the coarse dirt. I put some coarse dirt here just to kind of break it up, but when I was adding some other pathways without the coarse dirt, I feel like it looks a little bit more cohesive. Here, I'll probably use another few spots there. I feel like this looks a lot more cohesive, even though it's not exactly genuine, or it doesn't look exactly too realistic. I just feel like it fits the design of this space and this world a lot better. So I think over time I do plan on either changing out these blocks to have regular grass blocks, or just converting them into pathways like that. I do think that looks a lot better. So I think I'll be doing that between now and my next video, or I may do that here at the end of this video. But I just want to give you kind of a quick guide as to how I design these houses. So regardless of where I put here, let's kind of in the way. Regardless of where I put the house, this is going to be a standalone non-duplex type thing. So regardless of where I put the house, I start my corners with oak planks. So that's there, and then I'll go 5 over, so 3, 4, 5, and then 6 will be here. And we fill this in with some stone. And then we'll do it 5 stone pieces this way. That's 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2. 3, 4, 5, and then 6. And then for here, oops, have the efficiency efficiency 4 on the shovel, so I want to make sure I don't dig too deep. And then here we can just do. All right. So we have that down. Now what we will do is do our planks on the inside here. I think I'm gonna need a little bit more than just 10. Yeah, a lot more. All right. Oops. And then I will go and fill in the rest. And like I said, I haven't decided where I'm gonna put the door yet. That's gonna be the interesting part, just because of where this is located. And this is a bigger home than these villagers are probably used to having. So now we can kind of go back here and see where the best place to put an entrance. I think it's gonna be facing this way, and then I may actually move or remove this tree just to have kind of a clear pathway here, for them to walk, or for there to be a walkway. And with this village, I've been kind of putting the doors off center and leaving this block space right here for the profession block, just so for right now I can identify what home belongs to which profession, just to make it easier for me. Go, and then we have door goes there. Boom, there, it's done. Just kidding, it needs a roof. I've also been putting in windows in all of these homes. Pretty simple. The center base here is for the windows, and we'll grab this block. And of course, have our glass here for windows. Way more than I actually need, but I'll use it at some point. This is where they all congregate. And I'll just pop some glass away over there because I don't need it. Do I have any more? Alright, so now that we have that set up there, we can grab our scaffolding. And do this top row here. I've been just kind of placing temporary blocks. Just to kind of give this outline. I'm probably going to use the rest of the oak that I have. And I hope I don't have to go and harvest more, because that would be a pain. Pain and very time consuming. Perfect, and then we will just drop down and finish off the corners here and all the other homes. One last corner there. Perfect. And now with the rest, we will convert those into planks. And I do think I will run out. Let's start with 21 stairs. I don't think this will be enough. I found it a little bit easier for me to just do the corners. That way I can kind of gauge how many I need to create, because I've been kind of creating as I go along, just because I don't like to have to stop and, well, I have to stop and gather resources. I just don't like to have extra resources that I don't need, because they end up taking up inventory space. And before it gets too dark here, let's do this. I don't mind going back and crafting as I go. It's more time consuming, yes, but again, I don't end up with a lot of extra blocks that I don't believe I'm gonna need. So I can already say that I'm gonna need some more stairs. And it also helps me save raw material a lot more efficiently. All right, one more side. And it's unfortunate that I just need 3 more. Do this one more time. Then the rest are going to blanks. And hopefully that's enough for what I need. Okay. And then we can finish out this row here. If I don't fall. All right. And sadly, I got rid of all of the planks that I needed. Alright, we're gonna chop this tree down anyway. And these planks will go here. Come on. Just shy. What other trees do I not need? I don't feel like going and harvesting more. I want to keep these here by the lake. I want to keep that one there. I like that tree. I don't have any others here. Let's out this back gate really quickly and see what's out there. Bingo. Good enough. I don't really need to keep these gates closed. Well, this one I'm not sure because the villagers are close to it, but the other gate, they typically don't get anywhere near, which is fine. But I keep it closed just to keep any potential pillagers out. I have had about 3 groups of pillager scouts come by before I put up the walls. I haven't really noticed any since, which is good. We'll use slabs up here, close the top off, give just a bit of dimension. So there we go. That's the main structure for the house. And then just on the inside, I add a chain with the lantern and then a bed. I put the bed in the opposite corner of the door, and then eventually I put a chest in here. But let's just make a quick chain really quick. give it some light. And then it's lit, and then I add a few more lights on the outside right here, just to help light up the space around the home. And then I'll go in, add pathway at random. I think looks good. Excuse me. I think it's gonna be, the pathway is gonna be a little bit more dense right around here, because obviously it's where they congregate the most. And this chest that I have right here in front of me is not gonna be here full time. That's gonna be more of a temporary thing while I'm working in this area. I think it looks good. More over here. Awesome. So that's pretty much my process for that. It's pretty simple, pretty basic. Once I go and get, I haven't decided if I want to go into the Nether and try and get some blaze rods to create a potion stand, or if I want to go to the next village over. I have read, and I remember grabbing or trying to break one to pick up with a tool, and it broke and I didn't get anything. I don't remember what I was using, but I read that a pickaxe, an iron pickaxe or better, will allow you to pick it up. I have a pickaxe with silk touch, so I think that'll help either way. Hopefully so. Like I said, I don't remember. I don't usually use like a brewing stand, or haven't really used a brewing stand on my own. So this is going to be really a first for me personally. So forgive me for not exactly knowing. Welcome to Beginner Gamer. But yeah, so that is my process. Let's make it some daytime really quickly. Give them my bed, so I have to craft another, but that's okay. I have plenty of wool. Perfect. Yeah, this looks good. I want a little bit more pathway here around the water here. Yeah, that looks really good. I like this. I like the way that this village is shaping up. It's really it's a little spread out. I know typically you want something a little bit more compact, but I feel like having these duplex style homes, as well as keeping those very spread out, is good. To me anyway, it looks pleasing to me, to my eye. So I think I'm gonna go with that. Just a little bit about my villager layout. There was some thought into how I did this layout. I did put like the shepherd, the leather worker, and the butcher on this side where the animals are, and then on this side I have like the armorer and the toolsmith. Over here, of course, I have the librarian, just in the kind of general spot right here next to the farmer, and next to the farmer I have the mason. These were kind of the first two that I created, just because they were profession blocks that I had on hand and I really didn't have a plan at the time. The fisherman I put near the water, and then I did bring in some fish. If you remember back to some of my early episodes, this little pond here was just a divot in the ground, and I made it a little bit deeper. Also I bone mealed the bottom just to kind of give it some greenery down at the bottom, and then I brought in some fish from the ocean, just to have a little bit of life in here. But I think it looks good. I'm extremely happy with it so far. I think in my next episode, after I obtain a cleric, I think I want to start a trading hall, or at least a librarian trading hall, just so I can have my books, my enchantment books, or some other options to trade with. I think I want to put that somewhere over here at the end of town here. I think I want to do some terraforming and just kind of widen this out right over here, just so I can have a larger building away from everything. And it doesn't kind of throw off the flow of the town itself. I may do an open air market. I'm just a little weary of doing it over in that corner just because there's not a lot of light over here. And we do get some zombies that spawn and some creepers. Hence all the iron golems here that are protecting the village. So there's a large portion of this land that's not being used. And I don't know quite what to use yet. Here you can see my little grotto that I was discussing in my last episode. I want to find some glowberries to help kind of light this up instead of using torches. But I haven't come across any lush caves yet. So once I do, I will definitely be on the lookout for that and work on that a little bit later. I think that can be a project in an episode all on its own, or I could do that on one of my streams. I haven't decided yet. But as always, thanks again for watching, guys. I'm gonna wrap it up here with the beautiful view of my makeshift aviary and the twin oaks or arched oaks in the background. Thanks again for watching. Follow me on Twitch if you're not already, at MKGAMING, is where I try to do as much streaming as I possibly can. Also on Twitter at MKGAMING and on Instagram at MKGAMING. I'm not as active there as I'd like to be, but I'm definitely trying to work on it. If you have any questions or if you have any suggestions or input, please feel free to leave it in the comments below. I read all the comments. I try to respond to everything, at least acknowledge everything with a like. Any input is appreciated. I do want to get as much input in this as possible so I can kind of see what other ideas you guys may have. Of course, always have a good one. Be safe out there, and I'll see you next time, guys. Have a good one.